Before TikTok stars and Instagram influencers ruled pop culture, one suburban couple from Pennsylvania became America's most unlikely obsession. Jon and Kate Gosselin weren't chasing fame. They were simply trying to raise 8 children, including a set of sextuplets, in a modest home. Their story, first told in a Discovery Health special, felt raw, real, and irresistible. Jon and Kate Plus 8 soon became must-watch TV, offering a front-row seat to the joyful chaos of large-scale parenting. But beneath the surface of cute kids and clever edits, something far darker was taking shape. Now, years after their explosive split, Jon Gosselin is breaking his silence, and it's nothing like the carefully curated world we once saw on screen. He reveals emotional wounds, alleged mistreatment, and the deep scars left behind by the spotlight. Were the children nurtured or manipulated for ratings? And how did the pressure of fame twist a family's foundation? These are the chilling questions raised by Jon's story, one that peels back the curtain on a reality few ever imagined. Initially, the show offered lighthearted chaos, a mother and father navigating the impossible task of raising 8 young children. Jon packed school lunches, Kate organized everything with military precision, and the kids brought energy, laughter, and mischief. Viewers found themselves glued to their screens, captivated by the novelty and the seemingly sweet dynamic. But cracks soon began to show. As the series gained popularity, the family became a brand. Sponsorships, book deals, speaking engagements, and media appearances poured in. Kate was suddenly gracing magazine covers, dubbed Supermom by tabloids, while Jon appeared increasingly uncomfortable in the spotlight. On screen, Kate's tone grew sharper. Parenting forums and social media exploded with debates. Was she a strong, assertive mom, or was something more controlling going on? By 2008, the tension between Jon and Kate was undeniable. They were barely affectionate, conversations became cold and businesslike, and Jon appeared withdrawn. Kate, in contrast, seemed more media-ready than ever. Speculation grew that she saw the show as her platform, while Jon had become little more than a supporting character in their shared story. Then came the paparazzi. In early 2009, Jon was photographed partying at bars with younger women. Rumors of infidelity took over headlines, with tabloids portraying him as the wayward dad chasing youth while Kate was left holding the pieces. But the truth was far more complex. Behind the scenes, the couple had been living separately for months. Jon later claimed that by season 4, they were no longer a couple in any meaningful way. TLC, he alleged, knew about the separation, but urged them to keep filming to preserve the illusion of a happy household, for ratings, for sponsors, and for the show's momentum. When the couple finally went public with their divorce during a June 2009 episode, it was nothing short of surreal. Sitting tensely on opposite ends of the couch, Jon and Kate confirmed what many had already suspected. The moment wasn't spontaneous. It was strategically planned to coincide with one of the season's most watched episodes. The fallout was swift and brutal. Tabloids camped outside their Pennsylvania home, and child advocacy groups began questioning the ethics of broadcasting a family unraveling. Viewers watched as Jon and Kate shifted from co-parents to courtroom rivals. Their divorce was finalized in December 2009, but the real drama was just beginning. A fierce custody battle followed, with Kate retaining primary custody. Jon later claimed he was slowly pushed out, accusing Kate of using her TLC connections to sway the legal system. By 2010, Jon started speaking out publicly. On talk shows, he accused Kate of exploiting their kids for fame, saying, "These are not actors, these are children. That's not entertainment, that's exploitation." Kate fired back, calling Jon unstable and insisting filming only happened with the kids' consent. To the public, though, the contrast was stark. Kate came off as media savvy, while Jon was cast as the chaotic outsider. At one point, their feud reached such intensity that Kate filed a police report, accusing Jon of kidnapping when he took the children on an extended visit. No charges were filed, but the incident illustrated just how toxic their relationship had become. At the core of their conflict was control, over the children, the narrative, and the money. While Kate maintained her image as a composed, overworked single mother, Even competing on Dancing with the Stars and publishing parenting books, Jon's public image spiraled. He was photographed clubbing, dating younger women, and getting tattoos. But he later claimed this image was unfairly shaped by TLC's media machine, which allegedly paid for Kate's legal team while suing him for breach of contract when he spoke out. He said he wasn't just up against Kate, he was up against an entire network with lawyers, producers, and a brand to protect. Perhaps most shocking was Jon's claim that after the divorce, he made nothing from the continued show. Meanwhile, Kate and the kids reportedly kept earning. He even accused Kate of withdrawing money from the children's trust funds to finance her legal battles, a claim that caused public outrage but never led to legal consequences. But amid all the noise, it was easy to forget the real victims of this story. The children, Maddie, Kara, Hannah, Colin, Alexis, Aiden, Leah, and Joel, the Gosselin 8, were raised in front of cameras. From the moment they were born, their lives were filmed. Birthdays, first words, punishments, and meltdowns. Every emotional moment was broadcast to millions. And when their parents' marriage collapsed, the cameras didn't stop rolling. Critics, psychologists, and parenting experts warned of long-term emotional damage. Kate insisted filming was voluntary, but how much choice does a child really have? Especially in a home where the spotlight was always on? In recent years, some of the children have cautiously spoken out. Maddie, for instance, hinted at a fractured relationship with Jon, stating in a 2023 TikTok comment that no one is obligated to forgive someone just because they're a parent. The comment suggested wounds that may not heal with time. Jon, for his part, continues to hope. In interviews, he's expressed a desire to reconnect with all his children, apologize if necessary, and rebuild relationships. But with most of the kids now adults, that power no longer lies in the courts. It lies with them. In July 2023, Jon Gosselin sat down for an emotional interview. Nearly 15 years after Jon and Kate Plus 8 first aired, he was finally ready to tell his side, and he didn't hold back. "I haven't spoken to Kate since 2018, he admitted. "There's no co-parenting, no communication, nothing." This wasn't just a divorce gone wrong, it was a total erasure of communication. According to Jon, Kate had built a wall between him and most of the children. She never responded to these claims, which only fueled speculation. Had she truly cut him off completely? And what kind of impact would that have on the children in the years to come? One of the most troubling parts of Jon's interview was his account of Colin's institutionalization. Colin, one of the sextuplets, had been placed in a facility for behavioral issues, a fact fans learned about much later. Jon fought to gain custody and eventually remove Colin from the institution, claiming his son had been wrongfully isolated and needed love, not separation. As Jon continues to speak out, the public is left questioning everything they once believed about America's most famous family. What really happened behind closed doors? Who was protecting the children? And was reality TV ever worth the cost? The Gosselin saga may have begun as a wholesome family show, but today it stands as a cautionary tale about fame, control, and the steep emotional price of turning childhood into content. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more untold stories behind the spotlight. Thanks for watching.